So a couple of weeks ago, I got introduced to a girl through a friend, and we hit it off right away. She's exactly my type. I got her number, and then I kind of left it at that. And then on Monday, so I'm recording this on Saturday, I hit her up and I asked if she had plans for Halloween, and she said no. And I was like, perfect. And then we decided to meet up at a place. And Monday through Wednesday, we were texting. And for the guys in here, I definitely don't recommend texting girls like a lot just because like there's nothing that can really come from it that will reward you. I mean, if you have a girlfriend, that's fine. But like the more you text a girl, like the less you have to talk about when you go and like hang out with her for the first time. We sent a couple of text and then I sent her a text on Wednesday. It was kind of like a risky text because I want to know like what I'm walking into and I want to know like exactly kind of like how she feels. Because the last thing you guys want is to like go on a date with a girl and she has like no intention of ever dating you or no intention of like doing anything with you, right? Like if you're just going to be friend zone, if she's going to use you for your money. So then I sent that message and I didn't hear from her for like 2 days. And it was Wednesday night. Halloween was Friday yesterday. So I'm like, I'm not going to double text her, right? But what happened was she sent me multiple messages, but I didn't get notified. So then I just assumed she ghosted me because I sent that text. So Thursday, the day before Halloween, I go to get my hair cut. I know it doesn't look the best, but I'm getting my hair braided, so I just wanted to like kind of clean it up for Halloween, right? You know, I had a very expensive costume. I was Deadpool. And by the way, I was the event didn't allow a mask. Like they let me bring the mask inside, but you weren't allowed to wear it. How does that make sense? Can anyone kind of explain that to me in the comments? You're at like a costume party, but you can't wear a mask. I'm sure it's for safety reasons, but they search you. So you know what I'm saying? It's kind of dumb, but that's besides the point. So then Friday night happens, right? And I'm supposed to be going with this girl, but I just figured like it was off. So I went anyway. You know, I had bought the ticket and I was like, let's have fun. My plan was to go in and again, just be myself. If something were to happen, cool. If I see her, cool. If she says something to me, cool. A lot of girls that ghost me, like, cause I go out all the time. So a lot of girls will ghost me and then I'll go out and then they'll see me and then they'll come up and act like it's like, what? It's like, I don't, you'd be surprised. But so what happened again was, I didn't explain this to you guys, but so my costume's over there, but Deadpool, like obviously I don't have, well, I had pockets like, you know, for knives and weapons, but I left my phone in the car. And then she messaged me. She's like, I'm here. She's like, where are you? Because again, we were supposed to meet and I didn't get the other messages. So then that night she sent me another message and I didn't know, which kind of sucks thinking back on that. I didn't find that out until literally like 3 in the morning after I texted her. But so then I go inside and I just have a good time. And then at the end of the night, so probably like, I don't know, like maybe like 1:20 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, her friend says like come over here and then I'm like okay, like, and then I walk over and then I meet her other friend who I'm cool with and then the girl's there with another guy and they're just like hooking up and I'm like this is kind of weird. It's like I didn't really like I cared but I wasn't like mad, I wasn't sad, just because if you guys know, you know, it's like if you meet a girl and you even if you get with a girl, she's not your girl. She's just like temporarily your girl. And I was never trying to really date this girl because again, there's certain things when you meet someone you kind of like red flags that immediately click. I'm not perfect. I've never claimed to be perfect, but there's some people who like at least at a current stage of their life are not like really wifey material. And this girl's 20 years old. So like she's in college. So I'm sure she's in that phase, right? Like a lot of people go through. So then, yeah, so then she starts looking at me and I'm like looking at her and then I'm like, wait, I was like, why did you bring me over here? And then she's like, oh, I was trying to help you. And I was like, how is that helping me? That makes me, that it makes any, if anything, it makes it worse, right? So then I just walk away and I'm like, damn, that kind of sucks, right? And yeah, that's basically what happened. I mean, I know it's not like the longest story, but it's just kind of, it's just like really my kind of takeaway from it is that it's just so easy for, and I don't mean to make this a video like degrading women or anything. I don't, hopefully it doesn't come across as that. But basically, a girl can replace you like that. And that's why people look max, they work on their money, they get in better shape, and they do everything they can to be more attractive because, dude, like, that's how easy it is, right? And her friend told me that, oh, she was just doing that to make you jealous. And I never know who to believe. Like some girls genuinely like are my I would say are my friends, and they kind of are like looking out for me. But like I literally said straight up, I was like, I don't think that's the reason. I mean, I just said she's like 20-year-old girl out on Halloween having fun. I was like, it has nothing really to do with me. But from her perspective, like I don't think she did anything wrong because again, like imagine if I had sent her messages and like she wasn't responding, and then I messaged like, are you here? And then they don't respond. Like, of course you're gonna go and you're gonna be like, all right, I'll find someone else. But that's kind of the story of my life is like I'll like meet a girl and then I'll have plans with the girl and then the plans will fall through and then I'll see the girl and then they'll just either be with another guy or it's like, so lately the past couple of months, like for those of you that don't know who I am, if you just saw my channel or maybe you don't really watch all the videos, I took 2 months off recently, so 2 weeks ago. So like the last basically like 2.5 months, I was just home. Like I didn't go out. I didn't talk to a single girl. I worked on my businesses and I was able to scale it from 500K to 11.4 million. But then eventually I got kind of tired of being at home because again, like I love the social interaction. And the thing that I hate the most about monk mode is that you have to understand that like how are you going to release, because it's healthy to release. Like if you're a man, of course, like your semen, like it recycles, like you want to release that semen, right? And like I'm not a big proponent of masturbation, especially porn is like literally the worst thing you can do. Like literally you're better off like I'd rather somebody literally like do drugs than watch porn. It's just, I mean, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but like that's I kind of see drugs, like I literally see porn as a drug and an addiction. Like think of how many men watch it, even married men. Like like what isn't it like 55% of the guys in OnlyFans are married? Is correct me if I'm wrong. The lighting in here is it's awful. My bad about that. But 55% of men OnlyFans. A 2022 study found that 89% of men who subscribe to OnlyFans are married. They're predominantly white, which I'm half white, so I can say this, but that's no surprise. I thought it was 50. It's ridiculous. What the fuck is wrong with our society? Now, don't get me wrong. The story I'm telling you guys probably doesn't make me look the greatest, but there's always people worse out there, right? Like, no matter what I do, there's always people that are more down than me. Now, when I was driving home, I was like, damn. I was like, I wish that was me because she's really attractive, like literally like my type to a T. Of course, you want that to be you, but when I got home, I kept my composure, made sure I hydrated, electrolytes, water, potassium, all that fun stuff, chicken parm, really good food, went to bed, woke up, haven't been fapping. So like, the one thing is alcohol. This isn't a Surfside sponsor. If they do want to sponsor me, feel free to. I love Surfside seltzers, but when you don't drink, your skin clears and you feel a lot better. See, that was the thing is those, I mean, I drink a little bit, but I took a month off from drinking and I felt the best I ever have. Eventually there's going to be a point in time where I don't drink, not right now, but it's not that far off because, people will drink and they'll party and they'll hook up and like, that's cool and all. But that's why I don't get mad at girls like that too. Because if you meet a girl in that setting, then what do you really expect, bro? But here's the thing: I'm not gonna. There's a spider in here. Yeah, whatever. Here's the thing, right? I'm not gonna BS you guys. Like I messaged her at I think like 3 in the morning, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, I just saw these texts. I was like, did you have fun? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I had so much fun. She's like, I didn't see you. And one, she's lying because she looked right at me, like, and was like, "Oh my god," or she was really drunk and literally doesn't remember. Either way, like, so. But I hit her up. I was like, "Hey, do you want to hang out like outside of the bar scene?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I'm down." So I'm still gonna hang out with this girl. Like, for all I know, she could have went home with that guy and they could have fucked. Even if they did, like, is it really that surprised? Like, so right now I'm kind of in a spot where I do want to see girls, but not for like relationships, just kind of just cool girls to hang out with and like to hook up with, and that's that. Again, I'm sure there's a lot of men listening that would never want to be with a girl like that, which I get. But for me, it's I don't know. I really just I used to be like that. Like I used to only be with girls that like were virgins or like had only been with a boyfriend. Like my ex had only been with like her boyfriend. I only had had sex with guys she dated, which was cool and all. But like now it's just like I really just don't give a shit. Like I just want to make money. I want to hook up with girls and I want to make myself more attractive. And the haircut's a start, the beard's a start, but I actually eat good food. Well, I don't eat bad, but I'd say my biggest thing is my body. So I posted a picture of my costume yesterday, and somebody was like, "Oh man, that belly hanging out." I mean, I'm 6'2", 180. I drink, so of course I'm not going to look the greatest, but I truly do need to put on a little bit more muscle and just like be aesthetically lean. Like I do need to work on my body because like what's more powerful than just having like a great body, right? Like you look at superheroes, like these guys got six pack abs and they're lean. They look like freaking savages. Like I don't necessarily want to be like a bodybuilder, but you want to be able to take your shirt off and kind of like what you see. And obviously, if you have muscle, you're gonna get more girls. Now, again, if you're like freaking Ronnie Coleman, or is that his name? Or isn't it like Ronnie Coleman? I think that doesn't sound right. Oh, it is Ronnie. Yeah, you look at Ronnie Coleman. I mean, that's kind of crazy, but like, bro, if you just, you guys know what I'm saying, bro. I don't need to spell it out. But yeah, that's kind of the video. I'm gonna leave the comments on. I already know I'm gonna get cooked. Cool. Have fun cooking me. Peace, guys. Let me know how your Halloween went as well. Yee.